Imagine this. It's late. You're on a deserted country road, miles from anywhere. The only light is the narrow beam from your headlights, cutting a lonely path through an oppressive inky blackness. Then, something pierces the dark. Two blazing red eyes, hypnotic and unblinking. As you get closer, a shape resolves itself from the shadows. It's not an animal. It's a massive man-like figure, over 7 feet tall, with enormous bat-like wings folded against its back. It stands perfectly still, a silent, monstrous statue watching you approach. Your foot slams on the accelerator. The creature unfurls its colossal wings and takes to the air with an eerie, silent glide, easily keeping pace with your speeding car. Its red eyes are locked on you in the rearview mirror. This wasn't a nightmare. This was the terrifying reality for two couples on November 15, 1966. The first reported encounter with the creature we now call the Mothman. Their story, documented in official police statements, was just the beginning. Soon, local newspaper headlines were ablaze. The name Mothman was coined, and it stuck. Over the next year, dozens more sightings flooded in from terrified residents, all reporting the same chilling details. A towering winged humanoid with piercing red eyes. The sightings continued for 13 months, casting a shadow of fear over Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Then, on December 15, 1967, the unthinkable happened. During rush hour, the Silver Bridge buckled and plunged into the icy Ohio River, taking 46 souls with it. In the tragedy's aftermath, a chilling realization dawned. The Mothman sightings had stopped. Was the creature a harbinger of doom? Tonight on Beyond Fear, we peel back the layers of this terrifying American legend. We'll scrutinize eyewitness reports, declassify historical documents, and consult with engineers to understand the bridge's fatal flaw. We'll explore scientific theories and the psychology of mass hysteria to answer the one question that has haunted this town for decades. Was the Mothman a real, supernatural entity, or it's just the ultimate creation of fear itself? The date was November 15, 1966. Near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, two young couples were driving through the TNT area. A sprawling, desolate landscape of decaying munitions domes from World War II, it was a place already steeped in eerie local folklore. That night, what they saw changed their lives forever. Looming in the darkness was a figure unlike anything human. It was shaped like a man, but larger with mottled grayish skin. Its most horrifying feature was a pair of huge, hypnotic red eyes that glowed with an internal fiery light. From its back, massive wings, spanning over 10 feet, were folded like a cape. As they sped away, the creature rose into the air. It didn't flap its wings frantically. It glided with an eerie, unnatural grace, easily keeping pace as their car's speedometer climbed past 100 kilometers per hour. It followed them right to the edge of town. Shaken to their core, they drove straight to the sheriff's office, their genuine terror convincing the deputies that they had seen. The story was too strange to ignore. The next day, the Point Pleasant Register published the now famous headline, "Couples see man-sized bird, creature, something." A reporter dubbed the entity the Mothman, and the legend was born. The floodgates of fear and fascination were about to open across the entire region. Within days, new reports poured in. Volunteer firemen described a large bird with red eyes. A contractor told police he saw a huge winged shadow circling his property. Families claimed glowing eyes peered into their windows late at night. By the end of 1966, over 100 sightings were recorded. Some swore the creature left scratches on their rooftops. Others said their pets vanished after encounters. This wasn't just folklore anymore. It was a community in panic. In 1967, journalist and investigator John Keel arrived in Point Pleasant. He interviewed dozens of witnesses, carefully documenting what they saw. His notes revealed eerie consistency. The creature was always described as 6, 7 feet tall, glowing, hypnotic red eyes, massive wings. Unlike any bird, Keel connected the sightings to reports of UFOs, strange lights, and even visits from mysterious men in black. Later, he published The Mothman Prophecies, cementing the creature's fame. But skeptics argued, was this mass hysteria or something more? Then, after that, 10 days before Christmas 1967, it was a cold Friday afternoon. Rush hour traffic filled the Silver Bridge, a vital artery connecting Point Pleasant, West Virginia to Ohio. In a matter of seconds, the unthinkable happened. With a sound like a cannon shot, a catastrophic failure tore through the structure. The entire bridge twisted and plunged into the icy Ohio River, taking dozens of cars with it. 46 people lost their lives. 2 were never recovered. The community was left shattered by the tragedy. The investigation revealed a terrifyingly small culprit. A single eye bar in the suspension chain had failed due to a microscopic crack, just 1/10 of an inch deep. The bridge's design lacked any redundancy, so when that one piece gave way, the entire structure was doomed. But a darker story emerged from the grief. For over a year, locals had reported a terrifying creature. A large, winged humanoid with glowing red eyes, the Mothman. In the days leading up to the collapse, sightings intensified. Multiple witnesses claimed to have seen it perched on the bridge's steel superstructure as if watching or waiting. Was it a malevolent force or a grim omen trying to warn of the impending doom? For many in Point Pleasant, the connection was undeniable. The Mothman wasn't a monster, it was a harbinger, a terrifying warning that went unheeded. Now I'll tell you what scientists and skeptics offered in their own answers. And after that, would love to know your opinion in the comments. Number 1. Sandhill Crane Theory. Some biologists believe witnesses actually saw a large bird, like the sandhill crane, which can stand 6 feet tall and has red patches around its eyes. Number 2. Barn owl. Theory. Large owls with reflective eyes could appear terrifying at night. Number 3. Mass hysteria. Psychologists argue fear spread like wildfire. Once the first report hit the newspaper, every shadow became a monster. Number 4. Supernatural theories. Paranormal believers see Mothman as an omen, a harbinger of tragedy. What's striking is that no single theory explains all the reports. The Mothman story didn't die in West Virginia. Similar sightings have been reported. Chernobyl, 1986. Workers claimed to see a winged figure with red eyes near the power plant before the explosion. Mexico, 2009. Winged humanoid sightings were reported before a major swine flu outbreak. Chicago, 2017. Over 50 reports described a bat-like humanoid flying over Lake Michigan. Coincidence? Or a global pattern? Science tells us human memory under stress is unreliable. Nighttime makes shadows larger and eyes reflective. Fear spreads quickly through tight communities. But here's the paradox. Over 100 people gave consistent descriptions. That number is hard to ignore. Maybe the Mothman wasn't flesh and blood, but rather a psychological creature, born from human fear, yet very real in its effects. Today, Point Pleasant celebrates its infamous creature with the Mothman Festival and a 12-foot stainless steel statue downtown. What started as terror has become legend. But even now, people wonder, was the Mothman a bird, a spirit, or a dark omen? Maybe the truth doesn't lie in wings or glowing eyes, but in the power of fear itself. Because fear changes what we see, what we believe, and sometimes it even changes history. So, Was the Mothman a misunderstood bird, a mass illusion, or a messenger of tragedy? The documents give us facts, the witnesses give us fear, but the truth still hides in the shadows. What do you believe? If this story kept you thinking, there are many more mysteries waiting right here. Hit like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to uncover the world's darkest secrets. Because in the end, the scariest thing isn't what we see out there. It's what fear makes us believe.